We got breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. It's Flight Sports TV. I got to bring a report to the people involving Coach Prime, Deion Sanders, and Stanford's, a Stanford player in particular who he played against over the weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, this is some unbelievable news that I'm going to break to you. But again, everybody has something to say. Offensive lineman Fisher Anderson decided to take a shot, swipe, whatever you want to call it, at Coach Prime. I want to read the quotes to the people. I didn't come to waste a lot of time today, ladies and gentlemen. You know, he says, when Coach Taylor got hired, he told everyone to stay and believe. Coach Prime told everyone to leave. This is what Anderson wrote. He said, in quotes, "We are program builders. They are mercenaries." So that was pretty tough thing to say, So it's definitely crazy that he would say this. Anderson is a sophomore who chose to stay at Stanford after the coaching change when Stanford hired Taylor away from Sacramento State following the resignation of David Shaw. So the Taylor that we're referring to is not TC Taylor, for anybody that might get mixed and screwed. He's referring to his coach. But this was a swipe. Everybody has something to say about the way Coach Prime has orchestrated his team. But nonetheless, we're going to get into it all. I don't waste no time. Make sure you subscribe for more Coach Prime news updates and more. We're going to be bringing an avalanche. Listen, I got Dex in the building with me, all access. What's the deal, Dex, man? It's crazy. This news and information that is broke. I can't believe this. Give me your thoughts and analysis. It's Flight Sports TV.
Yes, sir. Once again, salute to Flight Sports TV, the machine, the voice of the voiceless, the people's champ. I'm humbly thankful for Flight inviting me into his space and integrating me into his platform. Flight, the bracket of banter going back and forth with Colorado and Stanford University, to me, it is all in fun. And it even heightens the excitement of Colorado next opponent, as well as the game in general. Those of us who are diligently fans of Coach Prime and the Colorado University Buffaloes journey as they have ensued to be more successful this season than last season, and they are primed, with no pun intended, for a bowl game. The back and forth banter between players on the field is one thing that we don't get a real fair opportunity to hear based on the mute of the mics when this type of chatter is going on. But now, with the advent of social media and the celebrity of the Colorado Buffaloes with Coach Prime at the helm, I think it's even more fascinating and enjoying to hear from some of these collegiate players that we probably would never even hear from. And shout out to Stanford. It's Pac-12, one of the most intellectual schools and very rigorous to get in. And if you are a part of the Stanford alumni, we know that you have a heightened level of intelligence and awareness and cognizance. So for the player not to be named from my mouth out here shooting the gift and sharing his loose banter about Coach Prime and trying to make some semblance about the word believe, I just think it's all fun and game. So Colorado right now is the butt of every joke, and they are looking as the dookie stick of the Pac-12 because of a lot of jealousy, and some don't believe that Colorado should be in the place that they are. And for Shedeur Sanders, hashtag true legendary, is the most prolific and profitable collegiate player in NCAA FBS. So there's a lot going on with that as well. So all of the colorful background for the Colorado Buffaloes moving forward, they got to understand they are going to be attacked, and sometimes these attacks are going to be vehement and they're going to be hurled at them with force. But all Colorado have to do to hush up a lot of this bracket banter is to win. And when you lose in the episode the way that they lost to a Stanford team that was struggling and really for a relevancy, it just makes it all the while worse. But nevertheless, Coach Prime was very, very enraged in the results of that game. So next game, they should be fired up for some more college football flight.
Absolutely, man. I can't wait to some more college football. I can't wait to see what Colorado and Coach Prime, Deion Sanders all accomplishes. Everybody's gonna say what they wanted to say. Do you think that Coach Prime took a few L's? Do you think this is when everybody's picking the time to pounce on them? Do you think that they just picking their timing because this is how they really feel? I mean, because you didn't hear none of this when everything was winning, when everybody was winning, right?
Well, to be honest with you, Flight, since the beginning of Coach Prime tenure at Colorado, there has been a swirl of controversy. And it started with the college transfer portal. And for him to go in there and take out a two fists full of players and then attempting to augment them as a core, and successfully he has done that, that has brought a lot of rage from most coaches and schools who believe that the Colorado Buffaloes are receiving this kind of attention unfairly. And they want to go out and punish the Colorado Buffaloes. And they want to play them very hard. It's just that Colorado Buffaloes hasn't responded the way they should respond game in and game out. They can't pick the opponents who they respond. They have to respond strategically and forcefully on every opponent, regardless of where they're ranked in the top 25, regardless of where they're ranked in the Pac-12 conference. And once they understand this and the voice of Coach Prime resonate through them based on this challenge, accepting the challenge, then I think Colorado will be fine. And also, Flight, Colorado has nothing to be embarrassed of. They have nothing to be ashamed of. Yes, their defense is very anemic. Yes, their defense has been emasculated. Yes, their defense has been not a no-show to the most part of the season. But we all know this. So that is no surprise to us. Now, what Colorado Buffaloes have to do is scheme a little better on offense and allow the offense to play as their defense as well. So it's a lot of burden going on the shoulders of Shedeur Sanders. But at the same time, if you want to be able to play on Sunday every down on offense, then you have to shoulder this burden. Colorado loss to Stanford is not the worst loss in college football history. But at the same time, by it being Colorado, people is going to chirp and they're going to hurl insults at those defeats. Regardless if Colorado lose by 1 or if Colorado lose by 100, they're going to get the same insults hurled at them. And I'm telling you, Flight, get them now while they're down and while they're new and while they're fresh and while they're trying to figure out everything. Because once they figure it out and they get the players that they need, Colorado's going to do the pouncing. And just as Stanford came back on them from a really, really deep deficit, Colorado is going to do the same, even this season and seasons to come. Like,
absolutely. Make sure you hit the like button and you subscribe to Flight Sports TV. Peace and love to you all.